Well, what a start to the 2018 Blue Jays season as they get demolished by the New York Yankees 6-1. Now, before we break this puppy down, great ceremony before the game for Roy Halladay. Obviously, we all know about his passing earlier in the year. And that was, obviously so tragic. They had this big ceremony before the game. If you did not see it, please go check it out. It was terrific. I was crying, tearing up, all that great stuff. It was a very emotional time, and I applaud the Blue Jays for what they did for Roy and his family. That was a terrific job by them. Now, to the game at hand. And when the game got started, the Jays looked flat right from the get-go. First batter of the game, Brett Gardner. Line drive, J-Hap fires it. Brett Gardner lines it right to Curtis Granderson. All right, there's one out. Oh, my God. Loses it in the lights, off his glove. Oh, boy, here we go. Oh, jeez. Leadoff base runner to start the 2018 season on an error. I understand if you lose in the light, you're pretty much done anyways. I get that. I understand. That's why the left field position is so tough at Rogers Center. But Curtis Granderson, there you go, bud. Welcome to Rogers Center. Don't worry, you get Aaron Judge to strike out, so okay, we're in the good spot, but now you got Giancarlo Stanton. I have a theory. Thing about Giancarlo Stanton, he is a mammoth of a man. 6'6" something. I think he's 6'6", 245. I think that's the dimensions for that freak. But he's a hell of a ball player. I'm not taking anything away from him. As much as Jays fans do not like New York Yankees, because, really, who does, except for the Yankees, I got a ton of respect for Stan. This guy plays the game hard, works his rear end off all the time, but he is huge, and his swing, if you guys watch him, it looks to me like his swing is long, and he can get the outside corners with ease. And that's barrel to baseball because his arms are long, he's long, and his swing is extremely long, so he just barrels the ball up on the outer half. So what does that tell me? Make him bring his hands in and jam him on the inner half. Right? That kind of makes sense because then he can't extend his arms and then there's not as much power. Reason I say that because he's a freak and he creates power wiping his butt. It just doesn't really matter. He's freakish. So, like I said, the error by Granderson, strikeout by Judge. All right, let's see if they try and pound him inside. Nope! I don't know what they try and do on the outside corner. Hap misses a little bit on the inner half, or, you're supposed to go on the outside corner. He misses more into the middle, and don't do that. Don't do that. He crushes one, and it's 2-0. But it's okay. It's only 2-0. It's the very first inning. It's okay. Bottom half of the inning, Jays go up 2 up, 2 down, and then we get a couple walks. I'm like, okay. Smoke and Granderson walk. All right. Let's get some momentum. Kendrys Morales up, and oh, would you look at that? Gets a curveball and swings right through it. I understand, guys. It's the first game of the season, but I'm breaking this one game down. I could sit here and say, oh, but this was a terrible pitch by J.App, but it's the first game of the season. Terrible swing by Grichuk, but it's the first game. I'm not going to sit here and say that. I'm breaking down this game on what I saw. And that was Kendrys Morales doing exactly what we saw last year. Swinging over top a curveball. That's it. End of that inning. J-Hap starts to find a little groove here. Gets to the second, third, and fourth. Pretty good. But the Jays, nada when it comes to offense until Curtis Granderson, the oldest guy on the field, hits a single up the middle. And they try and pick him off at first base. They throw it wild. I'm not sure why they tried to pick him off in the first place because you're either going to strike out Morales or you get him to ground ball. It's a double play. You could walk to second base and turn the double play. Instead, they try to pick him off. Throw goes wild. Granderson's up to second. All right, we got a runner in scoring position. Nope, Morales strikes out again. On another curveball. Or was it a fastball? I don't even know. But I know he struck out again. So, that's 2 times. Runners in scoring position. Jays can't do anything with it. We go to the 5th inning. And in Stanton's second at bat, the Jays take a little bit of a different approach. They jam him up inside. What happens? Well, he still hits the ball fairly well, but it's caught by Kevin Pillar in fairly deep center field, but you got Stanton out without any damage. Let's keep that going. Let's keep that outsider, that inside corner, your friend. Not in his third at-bat. Jays go back to the outer half, and he rips a double into the gap. John Axford into the game at that point. Aaron Judge doubles. J-Hap's gone. He's furious, slamming his glove or hat, I'm not sure which one it was, in the dugout. You don't see much energy from J-Hap like that, especially in the first game of the year. I don't know what, he must not have been happy to be pulled at that point. I don't blame him, because he wasn't pitching bad. I understand Stanton crushed him before, but he's Stanton, he crushes everybody. So you want your better pitcher out there. Instead you throw ancient John Axford, who had a great spring, but it's the spring. And they try to go away. They miss it. And, Stanton able to extend his arms and drills a ball in the gap. We're lucky that didn't leave the yard again. Oh, we'll get to that in a second. At that point, it is a 3-0 game. Then, Axford still pitching. And Gary Sanchez, he doubles. It's 4-0 Yankees. Well, great news is we go to the 8th inning and Kevin Pillar, second hit of the ball game, hits a home run. You know why? He gets aggressive at the plate, swings at the first pitch because it's a juicy fastball. There were a lot of juicy fastballs in this game. Jays either swung right through them or decided not to swing, period. But again, it's game number 1, so that kind of stuff is, getting more reps. I get that part. You go to the top of the 9th. Stanton up again against former Yankee Tyler Clippard. You gotta think they're gonna try and go inside on him. Nope, they try and go away once again, and he hits it in the flight deck. Do you learn? My goodness. Giancarlo Stanton, where is he here? He goes 3 for 5, and all 3 hits that he got were on the outer half of the plate. Do you get lucky sometimes and he doesn't crush a ball in the outer half? Yeah. Do you take the chance? No. But whether the Yankees score 6 runs, whether they score 12 runs, the Jays' offense was nowhere to be found. 2 hits. 1 run. Luis Severino was terrific in his 5 2/3 innings. 1 hit, 3 walks, 7 Ks. He was terrific. I'm not taking anything away from the New York Yankees. They're a great ball club, and everyone's going to say, well, you just pay everybody. Look, they're not even top 10. They're not even top 5 when it comes to, their salary on their team. That tells you right there that they're just a really good team. Now, eventually, they'll be using all that money at some point, which is going to suck for Jays fans. But look, the Jays offense, nowhere to be found today. They've ran into a very, very good Luis Severino in his first start of the season. J-Hap, other than the error and the inherited run of John Axford that came in, J-Hap only gave up 1 earned run. I think it says 2 earned runs because the John Axford, double that he gave up, that's technically J-Hap's earned run. So you look at it, J-Hap's line without that and without the stupid error by Curtis Granderson, 4 2/3, 4 hits, 3 runs, 1 earned, 1 walk, 5 Ks. Looks a lot better than what it looks like here. He didn't pitch that bad. Made a bad pitch to Stanton. That was about it. That's my opinion. Now, whether you guys agree or disagree, that's up to you guys to debate. But what I saw there was the Jays' offense nowhere to be found. And you look at the bullpen, Axford wasn't great. Aaron Loop and Sengwon were the only 2 guys who had clean innings of work. And both guys gave up a hit and walked the batter. So, and then Danny Barnes gave up the home run to Brett Gardner. And Tyler Clippard obviously gave up the home run to Stanton. So only 2 relievers had clean innings. It's just everything went wrong for this team today. Everything. And oh yeah, Josh Donaldson. Jays fans, if you don't know, he might be hurt. Every ground ball he took, he threw no juice on it. Looped it in, bounced it in, just looked awful. And he wasn't great at the plate either. So Josh Donaldson looked like he has a shoulder injury of some sort. And we're 1 game into the season. It's only 1 game. It's only 1 game. It's only 1 game. Got to move on. The rest of the series shapes up as so. Tomorrow, the Jays face another guy who they hate facing, Masahiro Tanaka versus Aaron Sanchez. Very good to see Aaron Sanchez back out there. CC Sabathia versus Marco Estrada on Saturday afternoon. And then Sonny Gray versus Marcus Stroman to round out the 4-game set on Sunday afternoon. Look, it's one game. I know the Jays looked awful, and I'm here to break this one game down, and we did, and it was gross. But the Yankees just outplayed the Jays. It's plain and simple. Jays didn't play well. The Yankees did, and they got the win. That's all there is to it. The Jays hit a couple balls to the warning track, too. You didn't hit it out of the yard. And we can't rely on that all season long, because clearly it didn't work last year. You know? This team, I mean, we don't want to have a bad April. I mean, it's one game, I know. But the 6-1 destroying and everything going wrong, it's not a great first game of the season. But with that being said, that is going to do it for this one, you guys. If you guys enjoyed this video and you guys wanted to throw up after this game, hit that like button. I do appreciate that. Hit that subscribe button if you guys have not already. Comment down below what you guys think of this game. Where did they go wrong? All that stuff. Also, what did you think of the Roy Halladay tribute before the game? I want to hear what you guys have to say about that. It was a terrific, terrific tribute. I want to hear everything you guys had to say about that. And we'll talk to you guys Tuesday podcast edition, talking Leafs, Raptors, Jays, and around the leagues. All that stuff will be happening Tuesday afternoon. That'll be uploaded to the podcast channel in the description, and the iTunes link in the description as well. Go check that out, you guys. We'll talk to you guys Raptors edition Saturday night as they look to, it's game one of this crazy 3-game stretch against the Boston Celtics. That's tomorrow. That's on Saturday night as Raptors look to win their second game in a row and get some mojo and show the NBA we are the number 1 seed in the Eastern Conference for a reason. All right, so we'll talk to you guys Leafs edition tomorrow as they take on the New York Islanders, looking to get their second straight win and look to go into the game against Winnipeg on Saturday night on a good note and get the win in Brooklyn. And as for the Blue Jays, we'll talk to you guys tomorrow night. It'll be probably maybe a later upload. I'm not exactly sure. Won't be too late. We'll let you guys know about all that stuff. I'll keep you guys posted on Twitter about when that'll be uploaded. So follow up down below. That's in the description as well. And we'll talk to you guys tomorrow night as the Jays take on the New York Yankees once again in Game 2 of the 4-game series. Masahiro Tanaka, Aaron Sanchez, 7:07 first pitch. We're hoping for a much better game tomorrow night. We'll talk to you guys then.